A very good morning to the entire world and to all our dear friends who are on this platform at present. A warm welcome from the International Fabtalks show. We'd love you to be a part of our journey to understand and to get inspired by each celebrity who graces our platform. And today we are proud to have a special guest amongst us. Dear ma'am, we'd like you to introduce yourself from your end, and then we officially introduce you.
Thank you. Namaste. My name is Mridula Sharma Singh. So I'm an interior designer and a psychologist as well. So that's my brief introduction.
Yes, dear ma'am. Dear friends, we have our guest who's really having such a lot of knowledge and wisdom, and she would love to share it with the world. We really are happy that she accepted our invitation. Not only happy, grateful, in fact. So, dear ma'am, when you received our invitation, what was it that made you, accept it? How did you feel like, should I respond or not?
No, actually, when I got the invitation, I was very pleased, very honored. And definitely there was no question of not accepting the offer because it was a beautiful opportunity to meet a beautiful person like you. I wouldn't lose that.
Yes, dear ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am, for that. My dear friends, we'll now introduce our guest in an official way. So long it was unofficial. And I've just connected with this special personality. She's having a warm heart, a warm way of, connecting with the world. She has a lot to share. So let's get on, started on this beautiful journey to know our guest, our celebrity. Yes, dear friends, I'd like to introduce our guest officially. May I, ma'am?
Please, please.
Thank you, dear. Thank you so much. Our guest for today is Mridula Sharma Singh. And my dear friends, she is an interior designer with a lot of passion, lot of creativity within her. And as well, she is a psychologist. Apart from that, she's been working for 10 years in the corporate sector in various roles. And she has been trained and been training others and, on multiple therapies. She specializes in postpartum depression, where she, gives her entire time to make others feel good and overcome this problem called as postpartum depression. She's participated in various webinars on different psychological platforms and different topics, in fact, related to psychology. And she specializes in child psychology, the overall well-being and, we could say this, the overall well-being and the importance given to children, the parents, and as well as the youth. And she would like to help people come out of depression. That's what inspires me. When she starts speaking, you will naturally understand how much of passion she has to create and bring a vast change and impact the world. And dear friends, wanting someone to come out of depression, helping them to come out of depression is really something great. And this is what she specializes in. And we love that particular aspect of ma'am. Apart from that, she's organized several multiple events on the national level. One, I would like to share this and make it more clear. She organized multiple events, including the national level event for Vishwa Bhavan, which was inaugurated by His Excellency, the then President of India, Mr. K.R. Narayan, as the guest of honor. Wow, ma'am, that's really nice. And you're so humble.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so humble to accept our little invitation on the stage. Thank you, ma'am.
I'm honored. The honor is mine.
Dear friends, my dear virtual audience and all present on this platform, ma'am has also authored a book named Ehsas. Am I right, ma'am?
Yes.
Yeah. And she's begun her writing journey as a little teenager. That's what she shared. That's really so nice. And she's continuing the journey even till today. And dear friends, she's conceptualized and scripted an animated series named Bhondu. Ma'am, did I pronounce that rightly?
That's correct.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Apart from that, let's get to know her educational background. She's a master in so many fields. That's surprising and really it's inspiring as well. Dear friends, she has a master's in psychology, a master's in human resource and finance, and as well a master's in mass communication from Symbiosis. She has a diploma in interior designing from the National Institute of Fashion Designing. Am I right, ma'am?
Yes.
Yes, dear. And we have still more to read and share about our guest. There are still so many feathers in her cap. then we'll just ask her to share it with us. I'd like to go over to you, ma'am, and to share your world on the professional front.
Okay, you have said so many good things about me and shared a lot of information. So the only thing I think that I would like to add is that I work on a couple of projects in interior designing, and as you have shared that yes, I take clients. I'm a psychologist as well. But then life is a process. So more than this, what represents me is a process of learning and growing every single day of my life.
Great, great, great. I love that. No, going every day, every single moment is a learning moment. Dear ma'am, the first question for you: how would you define yourself? Who is the real you? Who is Mridula?
So there are multiple roles that we play as a woman. So I'm a mother, I'm a homemaker, I'm a wife. But if you ask me how I identify myself, uh, I would say I identify myself as a creative person, fun-loving person, and I'm a free bird. So I listen to my heart more than my head.
Beautiful, very nice. I love that. I'm a free bird. That's nice. In fact, every woman, her wings shouldn't be clipped or shouldn't be cut off. Everyone should have their space on this universe. Beautiful, ma'am. Dear ma'am, the next question coming up is: how do you manage stress? How do you de-stress? As we are all professionals, how do you de-stress from the professional stress?
Okay. I think the way I deal with my stress, daily stress, is I'm a routine person. So I try to organize things. I try to organize my time, manage it well. At the same time, I start my day early. I am a person who does my workouts and my yogas regularly, and I'm a music person. So I listen to intermittent music throughout the day. So that is something that de-stresses me.
Great. Music is really a great stress buster. Very nice. Thank you for that. Sometimes I do that when I'm also, off, not normal, like, waiting for some peace within me. So music really is very soothing.
Right.
Dear ma'am, how were you as a little kid? Were you naughty, obedient, mischievous, shy?
I was naughty. I was naughty at the same time. I've been naughty, I think, all my life. So fun-loving, naughty is something, and bold as well. So I always did what my heart said, and obedient as well. So I wouldn't say that I pestered my parents. Yes, but then that's what childhood is all about.
Yes. I love the fact that you say, even I am till today. That is the inner child alive in you.
Yes.
Yes. In fact, each one of us should have the inner child within us alive.
Absolutely. It's very important to have that inner child always awake and always active all the time.
Yes, dear. Yes, ma'am. Dear ma'am, who is your inspiration or role model?
Okay. So how I feel about this is that, professionally, if you speak, then everybody has a role model from their fields. So if you ask interior designing, then my role model is someone called Rebecca Robson, who stays in Tulsa. And I haven't met her, but I follow her through social media. And she's somebody I would aspire to be. And when it comes to role model, I think my father. So he's been a role model all my life. And I've seen his journey through my own eyes, and somebody whom I have seen from where he started and where he is today. So I don't think so I need to go out of my house to create a role model.
Oh, great. That's beautiful, ma'am. That's really nice. Dear ma'am, you're good at writing. Yes, I already have read your profile and you've already shared a bit before we start the interview. You're a great writer. Are you also a great reader? If yes, your favorite book?
Yes, yes, I love reading. And yeah, writing, I try to write, try to express myself. I love reading. And the latest book, which I've been rereading actually, I've already read it a couple of times, is Ikigai. So the Japanese style of living life and, living an ideal, happy life, long life. So this is something which inspires me. And what I like most about reading is it's not about that you can read 100 of books, but even from one book, you take one takeaway and add it to your life. I think that is the change
Beautiful.
that you really want.
Great, great, ma'am. Very nice. Dear ma'am, could you just share something about your writing journey, how it all started, and how you could inspire the young writers across the globe?
Okay, I started writing when I think the understanding and maturity of emotions came, and writing came to me simultaneously at that time. And I think it's all about to listen to your own self. So you listen to your heart, you listen to your emotions, try to understand them, try to work on them, and that's how I believe you develop your own niche, finding your own self. And the expressions are different. So a painter would express it differently, a writer would express it very differently. So my style of expression was through writing. So that's how I did.
Great, great. And congratulations on all the books that you have written and the series which you have, that Bhondu. Like, could you share something about that particular series, animated series?
Yeah, sure. So Bhondu happened to me when I was placed in Agra. And Bhondu is a very fun-loving, naughty character who's, around 4 to 5 years old, because it's a series. So how you tap a child and the kind of naughtiness that they have, but even with the naughtiness, the kind of understanding and maturity that they have in life. So this was Bhondu all about. And it's a character which is very close to my heart, and it still is, because something that you create, they are always close to you. So it's a fun loving naughty character, I can say.
Yeah, I'm going to go deeper into that and understand it much better. I would really love to. I will do it after the session. Yes, dear.
Sure, sure.
Dear ma'am, uh, do you remember any special incident, a positive incident that recently occurred? Is it still fresh in your mind? Would you like to share that with our audience?
Okay. So I believe positivity is everywhere, and some positive incident is something that I don't remember, but I believe how I create my positive incidents is, as I mentioned, that I start my day early. So even, just gazing at the sky for 10 minutes when you start the day, it is one of the most positive ways to start your day and to get all the good energies from the nature and be positive throughout the day.
Beautiful,
So
beautiful.
I create my incidents. We can say I create my incidents by just being with nature and connecting with it.
Beautiful, ma'am. I love that's a takeaway now. Spending time viewing the sky. That's really very peaceful also. Like, you connected. Very nice.
One of the most beautiful experiences that anybody can go through, I believe.
Dear. Thank you, ma'am, for that sharing. Thank you very much. Dear ma'am, how would you like to be remembered in this world?
I think a kind, smart, and fun-loving person. I would love people to connect to me that way and remember me that way.
Yes, dear. Now, that is the essence of life, to
Yes.
be connected with everyone, and people, love you because you're a bubbly person, a lively person, a cheerful person,
Yes.
fun-loving person.
Yes.
जिंदगी बस एक ही बार मिलती है, दोबारा नहीं.
Absolutely. It is a choice, I think, that we make how we experience life. So not that you don't have challenges in life, it is the attitude that counts, the way you experience those challenges and still maintain the essence of living by being happy and jovial all the time.
Great, great. That's very nice. The attitude. Our celebrity today, focuses on attitude. Attitude is everything. It will define you. So you change your mindset even if you're in a negative situation. As our guest would like to focus on a happy mind and a happy living style. And, a healthy mindset. They say, man changa to sab kuch changa is something like that I heard.
Yes.
So, yes, dear. Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, your favorite movie?
I think a lot of movies are favorite, but one of the favorites of all times is Jaane Bhi Do Yaro by Nasruddin Shah was one of the actors in that movie. That movie got released in 1983. It is a satire comedy movie, and I think that is one of the finest arts anybody can experience, because we can still relate to that condition even today after so many years the movie has been released. And it always give you, reasons to laugh. The movie is so beautifully crafted. So that movie is my favorite.
Great, great. Thank you for the great share. Yeah, the weekend I'm going to do that now. Jaane Bhi Do Yaar, I'm going to watch that.
Yes, it's a beautiful movie. You will celebrate and enjoy it. Those 3 hours for sure.
Yes, dear. Thank you, ma'am. Thanks for sharing. Ma'am, if you got a lot of time, a lot of leisure, holidays, where would you love to go on a holiday destination? Which would be your favorite holiday destination? Like,
the whole world is there to
wow.
explore, but from a couple of places that I have seen, I think Chiang Mai is somewhere which I would like to revisit. So Chiang Mai is based in Thailand, and it is one of the most beautiful hill stations I've ever been. So I would like to revisit that place.
Great, great, ma'am. Very nice. Dear ma'am, what is that one thing you like about yourself?
I think my creativity is something which is very close to my heart out of all the things, because one words and one things are, I think we cannot justify our own existence through those one words, but yes, one of the strongest of them is being creative.
Great, ma'am. That's really, that means you have a beautiful mind. All the creativity is from here.
Yeah.
So that's very nice, ma'am. Thank you so much for sharing. Dear ma'am, as a kid, as a teenager, were you interested in sports? Are you still interested in sports now, in any games?
Absolutely. I've been a sports person all my life. When I was young, I started with running and multiple sports that I used to play in my college. I represented my college team in volleyball, and I love swimming. I love playing badminton. So, yes, sports is a part of life.
Great, great. Beautiful, ma'am. Thank you so much. Dear ma'am, if you'd like to bring a change into the world, what type of change would you want to work on?
I think this world needs less of hatred and a lot of happiness. So that is one change which I would definitely, if I could add to the happiness in any which ways, I would definitely love to play my role in that.
Yes, dear. Yes, dear. Thank you, ma'am. Yes, hatred is one reason where the world is going down. And on one way, we are trying to rise to a higher level. On the other side, we have people, of different zones and different countries. Maybe in our own families, we have friend circle, hatred. That's pulling us back down. So yes, definitely, ma'am, we will work together to bring a change, to, wipe out hatred. Yes.
Sure, sure.
Thank you so much, dear ma'am. Ma'am, when do you plan to retire? Do you ever plan to retire?
Never. I'll retire with my last breath.
Wow.
Not before that.
It's, such a punchline, I'll retire with my last breath. Because that's the end. Till then, I'll keep myself going.
Yes.
Beautiful, beautiful. Very nice. Very inspiring. Very nice. I love the way you put that in a one-liner. Great, ma'am. Dear ma'am, how would you put this question? The difference between smart work and hard work?
Yeah. So I believe it's the essence of life is time. So through smart work, probably we can achieve, in simple terms, we can achieve much more. But I believe they are, very intricately woven together. So smart work and hard work, we cannot bifurcate them. But yes, a smart work where you organize your time, where, you organize things, and where you're focused and consistent. Smartly, you can achieve much more, I believe.
Great, great. Very nice. I like the way you said intricately woven together. You cannot separate them. They go hand in hand. But of course, then smart work comes about. Very nice, ma'am. Thank you so much. Dear ma'am, you have any dream projects? If the answer is yes or no, you could answer. And it's your choice to reveal it or keep it a secret. But we'd just like to know if you have any dream projects for the future.
Many dream projects. Yeah. So, but on top of the list, which I would definitely want to do is come up with books. I would like to pen down a lot of books. So related to life in general, related to happiness, related to psychology. So many topics.
Thank you, ma'am. And we wish you all the best. You've revealed your plans. You've revealed your dream projects. So sweet of you. Dear ma'am, what is it that brings a smile to your face often?
My husband's jokes.
Oh, how sweet.
So he's the one who's so fun-loving and, so full of life and energy. And he's so prompt too about the experiences that he shares and the way he looks at things. So something which brings a smile on my face.
Great, very nice. Ma'am, any weakness you have like for sweets or any stuff like you would like to buy? You have a weakness for anything like maybe you could say clothes or shoes or some eatable?
Materialistic things, I think I'm a minimalist, so I don't think so. I have, I've worked on myself for those aspects. Sweets, yes, I can say that I have a weakness for sweets. I'm a sweet tooth. Um, in general per se, I think I'm overly emotional. So that may be a strength and maybe a weakness. It depends how you take it.
Yes, dear. Yes. Very nice. I love the way you said, I'm a minimalist. And yes, friends, we have to focus on this one word, minimalist. Do not, bring things in excess which you don't want. Be very conscious of what you are doing, conscious of what you are buying. Very nice, man. That's the latest concept, the trend that is going on. Instead of hoarding things and keeping up, just be very conscious, living in the present. Very nice. And you say that you are emotional. It could be a strength and weakness as well. Yes, dear. I agree with that because I share the same vibes with you. I understand that, ma'am. Very nice. Dear ma'am, any advice? I'll not say advice because no one's ready to take advices nowadays. Suggestion. Would you love to suggest something for our, the youngsters, the youth, and as well senior citizens?
I think one suggestion that I would like to share with everyone, which I try to inculcate in my own life, is balance. Balance in everything that we achieve, balance in emotions, balance in personal and professional life. So balance is the essence of everything. I think it's very important because it's very easy to go with a stride to a particular direction and we lose that balance in life. But then ultimately that is something that we look. So sadness and happiness, they both have their own meaning in life. Until unless we maintain that balance, like hardships and comfort, they both have their own space. So valuing that is very important. So balance is something that we should maintain, I believe.
Very nice. So dear friends, the message from our celebrity today is maintaining a balance between the happy times and sad times. Only then you can survive in this world. You cannot have a mindset where you only want to seek happiness or only be, drowned in sadness. You have to have a great balance. Dear ma'am, thank you for that good, beautiful, way of expressing yourself and giving a message out very clear, loud and clear to each one of us to maintain a good balance in our life. Dear ma'am, your favorite color and why?
My favorite color is white. White because once you have white, it's very peaceful. There's no doubt about it. And white gives you an opportunity to inculcate and adapt every single color that exists. So that's fine.
Great, great. Ma'am, as a student, your favorite subject?
Hindi.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
तो हो जाए कविता, छोटी सी मुहावरा या कविता, कुछ something like that?
Yes. Okay. I would like to share my own poetry. Usually I don't remember my poetries, but this one poetry sticks to me. So it goes this way. हवा कुछ चली ऐसी, बनने लगी तूफान जैसी, पतझड़ का मौसम था तो हो लिए कुछ पत्ते भी साथ उसके। हम में से कई लोग ऐसे होते हैं, वो सूखे पत्तों जैसे होते हैं, जहां ले चलती है जीवन की आंधी वही चल पड़ते हैं।
Beautiful, beautiful, ma'am. Yeah, some of us are like leaves, like you said, right? सूखे पत्ते हैं. So very nice, ma'am. You even write in Hindi?
I write only in Hindi.
Oh, great. That's nice.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So it's like that, like the national language.
Yes.
Beautiful. It's very nice, ma'am.
And I love it.
Yeah, I too love it.
I'm very proud of my own language.
Yes,
so,
dear.
Yeah.
Ma'am, और एक बार हो जाए. You just repeat that once for us, please. Could you? It's not, please, I'm saying, would you mind repeating it? I'm a little more polite and ask you. Yes, dear.
Sure. हवा कुछ चली ऐसी, हवा कुछ चली ऐसी, बनने लगी तूफान जैसी। हवा कुछ चली ऐसी, बनने लगी तूफान जैसी, पतझड़ का मौसम था तो हो लिए कुछ पत्ते भी साथ उसके। हम में से कई लोग ऐसे होते हैं, वो सूखे पत्तों जैसे होते हैं, जहां ले चलती है जीवन की आंधी वही चल पड़ते हैं।
Great, great, great. Now, it's like so, there's such a lot of meaning in that and such a lot of truth.
Yes.
A lot, a lot. Very nice, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. The audience, how ma'am is creative in her own world, creating, new content, bringing out the best from her mind. We would love you to be like our celebrity. Give importance to creativity in your life, no matter in which field, but there should be creativity. Ma'am, very nice, ma'am. Very, very nice.
Thank
And
you.
we'd love to hear more from you. More from you in the near future, maybe, or maybe on this program still, if you get a chance. Dear ma'am, your favorite teacher's name, or maybe your favorite sir, anyone you would like to,
When I was young, so all my teachers were my favorites because I was a very pampered student. So, yeah. But I believe Asha ma'am was one. She was the principal of our school. But since I was a very, outgoing student, so I spent a lot of time with her personally. And I don't see that passion in teaching and taking care of the students like a child nowadays. So I remember her. I remember a lot of them, but she has a special place in my heart.
Great, great, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Dear ma'am, your proudest accomplishment till date. In spite of all the odds, you've been accomplishing so many things. So what do you feel? Which is the proudest one? Made you feel so good?
Frankly speaking, I think I'm yet to achieve my proudest. And I work towards it. And there are some moments here and there, but I'm yet to achieve, which I can say proudly that I'm proud about it.
We are proud of the recent poem. Just now you shared a poem of yours. That's really nice. That's real. If people just get to know, understand what it is, it's really very impactful. Ma'am. I think that was one of your proudest moments when you have written and put your thoughts on paper.
Yes, I was very young. This particular poetry, I think I have written when I was 15 or 16 years. So, but I still can relate to the depth of the poetry, and somewhere it sticks to my head and my heart.
Great, great, ma'am. Very nice. Beautiful. Dear ma'am, do you love pets?
Yeah, I do.
Do you have one?
I had one. And when we grew together, I had a Pomeranian. So we were young when we got her. She was 20 days old. But her departure was something which really broke my heart. So even though I love pets, I don't dare keep any pets now. Because being with them every single moment is so loving, and the way they understand you is so beautiful. But giving them a departure is very, you need to be really strong to give that departure.
Yes. Yes.
So maybe I'm not ready for another pet now.
Yes. Dear ma'am, if you are given an opportunity to go to a zoo or a sanctuary, the zoo is just 10 minutes away from your home, and the sanctuary is like 1.5 to 2 hours. You have the choice to select any one. Which one would you select?
Sanctuary. Any single day. Because it's a natural environment, and we all have the freedom as living beings to live free on this environment. So definitely a sanctuary.
Great. Ma'am, I have a cup in my hand. I would like you to look at this cup or look at life maybe, or is your cup half full or half empty? How would you look at it?
Definitely half full. And I think everybody tries in their own way to fill it up till the brim. So that's what the process of life is all about, I believe, to fill it up completely.
Beautiful, beautiful, ma'am. The way you put that in, no, it's our duty to fill it up,
right,
to the brim. That's very nice, with our hard work and with our creativity. Very nice, great. Dear ma'am, how many languages you could speak? You could understand maybe.
Yeah, I speak. I understand more languages than I can speak. I think I'm well versed in English, Hindi, Marathi, Haryanvi. So, and I can understand Gujarati. I think languages from the south are something that I would love to learn. So maybe Tamil for that matter. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, very nice, ma'am. Very nice. Marathi also is a beautiful language, right?
Yes, it is.
I love that language too.
Yeah, I stay in Pune, so I've been staying in Maharashtra for most of my life. So definitely, I know Marathi, and I love the language. I love the place.
Great, great. Dear ma'am, are you a good listener or a speaker or both? How would you identify that for yourself?
I think both, and I think we all need to be both. So listening at the correct time and I think speaking at the correct time is very important.
Great, great, great. Thank you very much, ma'am. The next question coming up for you is like, if you had a gift from nature or gift from the universe, or maybe the gift from the Almighty above, what is that superpower you would want to take as a boon?
I think it's a very simple question and very clear question for me because I think that superpower would be to spread peace and happiness in the world. Because when everybody is at peace and happy, I'm just a small speck of sand in this whole universe. So it takes care of me automatically.
Great, great. Ma'am, could you just caution our audience and all the members on this platform about any two red flags to stay safe? How to identify red flags? Any two to keep us alert?
So I believe to be true to your own self is very important. So don't go with the stride which is happening. And I believe you should always be cautious of your surroundings, observe your surroundings, and keep yourself secure and safe all the time. So these two things.
Great, great. Now, how do you think mental health is being prioritized now? Or should we give more priority to mental health? How do you look at this question now?
I feel mental health is very important. And yes, I think after the COVID, the awareness has increased, but then there is a lot of scope and a lot of work to be done because the complexities of the society are increasing. So we need to be self-aware, self-conscious, at the same time make the world and the society around us to be aware of what mental health is and how we can work upon having a safe, secure, and sound mental health.
Great, great, ma'am.
A lot of work to be done on that front.
Yes, dear. Yes, dear. Dear ma'am, would you like to share any childhood incident like which is still fresh in your mind? Like you have been, you said you were a pampered little kid, right? Especially in your school. Any incident where you remember that you received all the, praise and admiration? Some incident which is really worthwhile sharing now on this platform.
Okay, I feel I don't know how the public will relate to this, but what I feel when I was young, and as I told you that I've been a sports person all my life. So my sports teachers, they always used to appreciate me and, motivate me. And I was the only girl in the school who used to compete with boys so that I could be prepared for inter-school competitions. So that is something which is very close to me. And that is something which gives me the strength and makes us realize that come what may and whatever the difficulties, it's not about being a boy or a girl. You can achieve and you can just do it. You just need to have the passion, the commitment, and the focus towards it.
Great, great. Gender equality.
Yes.
No bias. I love that.
Yes.
I used to, in fact, fight at home with my parents, especially my paternal aunt, because she would favor my brother. I would always fight on this. I wanted to be treated equally.
Yes. So I think that's a challenge we all face in real life. So that is something where, again, a lot of awareness in the society needs to be created, that it's not the gender that makes you a person, is a person that what you are makes you a person, and your commitment and passion towards it. Great. Irrespective whether you're a boy or a girl.
Great, great. Very nice. Dear ma'am, would you like to share a proverb which you always like, are inspired by?
Yeah, I think recently that's something I keep on reminding myself is just do it. So yeah, thinking is important, planning is important, but at the end of the day, you just have to do it.
Great. Very nice. At the end of the day, just do it. You have to do it no matter what. Yes. Don't give up. Yes. Resilience, Yes. Be resilient, and even if you fail 100 times, rise up again and go ahead. Very nice. And yes.
That's the nature of we humans, we tend to, a small child tends to fall 100 times, and then, that's how they start learn to walk. That's how they walk. So falling is a part of process, and falling is a part of learning as well. Great,
very nice. Dear ma'am, did you ever have a thought of joining the medical profession or becoming an engineer or something else?
Never. I've always been very creative, but when I was very young, I wanted to be a police inspector.
Wow.
Yeah. Somehow that was just a dream, which still is a dream. That's it. But yeah, that's what I remember.
Great, great, ma'am. Ma'am, any suggestion for all the women out there who are watching us today? How would you like now? Because you are already in your field, very creative, outgoing, fun loving, living a life that you say you are a free bird, like, doing things which you feel you would like to do. There are many women out there in the world who are like, in their own cage here.
Yes.
Although they have opportunities, they are not making use of them.
Yes.
And some of them are really trapped in maybe an abusive relationship or a toxic relationship. They are unable to jump out of it. So what type of an advice would you try to give them? Not advice, I wouldn't want to use the word, suggestion.
So I believe the suggestion that I would have was, see, in life, to not make a choice is also a choice that you make.
Oh, great.
Yeah. So the choice is always there. Just the awareness and just the, energy with focus and the motivation and the hard work and the commitment with which we go to take that choice. It's not easy, but then to realize that we have a choice is very important. So I think to break the shackles, the most important thing is to be aware that you have a choice.
Great, great, great. Break the shackles, to be aware that you have a choice, that's
Yes.
really nice.
Yes.
Beautiful. Very nice. Dear ma'am, are you scared of anything? Anything scares you?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, dear.
Yeah.
Do you get angry easily?
Yeah. Not angry. And I feel, see, we all have our weakness areas and you work upon them. So I do get angry, but then I think some things which hurt you at your heart makes you angry.
Yes. The anger turns into, hurt. It hurts us like it.
Right.
You cannot express that anger, but then you feel that hurt within, unable
Correct.
to forgive like something.
Correct.
Even if you forgive, you can't forget maybe something like that.
True, true, true.
And that's what is with me, my case.
Yeah.
Yes, dear friends.
It's a struggle. It's a struggle, but then it's a journey at the same time.
Oh.
So you can't punish yourself for not forgetting and forgiving. But I believe it's something that you try to imbibe and inculcate in your own self with working on your own self and not the world.
Great, great. This is again another takeaway. Work on yourself. That's so nice. Yeah. That's really beautiful, ma'am. Dear ma'am, from this very second, as I'm talking to you, we are sharing from this very moment and the next coming 50 years, what type of changes do you think would be there in the world, or what type of changes you would want to see in the world? You could answer it either ways.
I think the changes that I would want to see is the world should be a better place. And even though artificial intelligence and the internet wave and the social media waves are there, but we need to stick to our own self, be true to our own self. And every single person, if does that to their own self, then collectively it makes the society a better place to live. So that is the kind of change that I would like to, look into.
Great, great, beautiful. Thanks for sharing, ma'am. The next question coming up is, it's an imaginary question. You have a time machine and you're requested to click on one of the buttons. And when you click on one of the buttons, you are taken into the past. And you are requested to go there and relive somebody's life. Whose life would you love to relive?
So actually, that's a very tricky question. But I was thinking about it, and I think since I'm creative and I would love to, remain creative, so maybe MF Hussain.
Wow, great.
Yeah, because he's a person, I think he was, creating art till the last breath of his life. So that's what I have known when he was, I think in US, he was based in US that time. So maybe.
Wonderful, wonderful. Dear ma'am, how would you look at this question, or maybe how would you what are your thoughts on this? Constructive criticism.
I think it's very important. It's important for you to grow. It's important for you to be open. So once you are open to acceptance, the way other people are maybe looking at you, maybe the way you are looking at your own self for that matter. But once you add that touch of positivity, of constructiveness in it, the whole way you look at things changes, and you start working towards it. You start constructing and developing your own self. So I think it's very important and a very beautiful thing to do and look into.
Great, great, ma'am. Ma'am, now suppose if there are some youngsters who would like to follow your profession of being a writer, a designer, a psychologist, like how would you guide them? Would you like to just show them the path?
I think I would say just follow your heart. You yourself know it well. Nobody else would know it for you. So follow your own instincts, follow your own heart.
Great, great. Yes, ma'am. That's really very nice. If others keep putting on their opinions and, intentions into what we want to do, things will go haywire, right? Yes, dear. Follow your heart. Yes, dear friends, this is called creativity. Follow your heart and create a better you and a better world. Dear ma'am, there are a few more questions over here for you. Do you forgive others easily? Yes or no?
I'm working on it.
Oh, great. Me too. Me too.
So what I was 10 years back and what I am today, yes, I am comparatively, it's easier for me to forgive.
Yes, dear. The next question coming up is like on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate yourself with regard to forgiving others?
Maybe on 7 today. That's today's Mridula.
Great. That's really nice. Dear ma'am, we've come to an end to the main session of the interview part. We'd like to now have the rapid fire round,
Okay.
where you would be requested to answer in 1 word or 2 words, maximum 1 sentence.
Okay.
Good to go?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, dear. You love cakes or ice cream?
Ice cream cakes.
Yes, dear. Dear ma'am, strawberry flavor, butterscotch, or chocolate flavor?
Butterscotch.
Love the summer, winter, or the rainy season?
Rainy seasons.
Love to travel by land, water, or air?
By land.
Anytime.
Anytime and every time.
Great, great. Very nice.
Yeah.
If given a chance, where would you like to spend more time? In a city, a village, or a town?
Maybe a village.
Yes, dear. You've been helping so many people on your journey. Do you expect something in return when you help others? Yes?
Not at all. Not at all.
Your idea of a beautiful day?
Maybe roaming in a jungle or sitting beside the sea and writing something, penning something down.
Great, dear, great. Ma'am, do you love cooking?
I do.
Your favorite recipe?
Depends on the mood.
Oh, great. You could just say the name of that recipe, like, which is your favorite one, which you enjoy preparing?
Maybe paneer tikka.
Could you just enlighten us about what it is actually? Because it's a new word for me.
Okay.
And of course, maybe our virtual audience too might find it something new.
It's a very simple dish where you have chunk of, cubes of paneer. They are marinated in curd with a lot of masalas, and then you air fry them.
Great.
Yeah. So you add some vegetables to it as well. So it's a combination.
Great, great, ma'am. Ma'am, are you good at singing or dancing?
Dancing.
Wow. Could you sing for us today?
Sorry, no.
1 or 2 lines? Just 2 lines?
I'm so sorry. That is something I can't do.
Okay, ma'am, we'll accept that. No worries. I thought like we could, if not a song, a poem, or maybe something of your own, anything you'd like to share.
I'm just trying to recollect, but somewhere I just can't recollect any of my poetries for now. So maybe somewhere.
गाना गा दीजिए फिर हमारी छोटी सी गाना मराठी में.
गाना बिल्कुल गाना नहीं आता.
अच्छी बात.
People will run away.
I will not pressurize you. Yes, dear. The next question coming up. Are you a morning person? Very active in the morning, afternoon, evening, or night?
Morning person.
So that you are an early bird.
Yes.
Opposite of what I am. I'm not.
No, every day is fine by me. Every time of the day is fine by me. But if you ask me as a priority, then I'm a morning person. Love to wake early mornings.
Great, dear. Ma'am, do you love salty food, sweet food, or maybe spicy stuff? Or all?
All.
Great.
All. Life is like that, we need to have a balance of all of them together. So
Great.
that keeps the taste buds alive.
Yes, dear. Perfect. Perfect, ma'am. That's how, see, how, this is creativity. So I haven't had any guest who has, blended all this together. Life is all about the salty, sweet, and as well as the spicy stuff. So be ready to face it. So that's how you use your creativity, like our celebrity today, and be creative and impact the world. Dear ma'am, a question like this, we need a very honest answer. And is it only money or only happiness that you search, or both?
It's a balance.
Great. That's the perfect answer. And a very true way of presenting, what's really the reality in the world.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. A balance between both, because we survive, like no one's going to give us free food, or no one's going to just do anything for us for free. Very nice. Very genuine and very honest. Thank you, ma'am, on that. Are you an introvert, extrovert, or between these two?
So I'm an introvert who looks extrovert at the face value.
Great, great. Yes, dear. Dear ma'am, most of the time we find ourselves sitting alone, or maybe very rarely we get a few moments for ourselves. And when we sit down alone, we are here in our mind, in our thoughts. So when you're deep down, in your mind with thoughts, where do your thoughts take you? In the past, or are you in the present, or do you give your thoughts? Are they jumping into the future?
To be honest, the thoughts hop to the past or the future. But if I get some time where I can call it a leisure time, so I'm a person who would, listen to music and indulge into activities that keep me in the present moment, because time is very valuable. So you should enjoy every single moment you get out of it.
Great, great. Very nice, dear. Dear ma'am, do you love socializing, or you love me time?
Both.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. Dear ma'am, are you a thinker, doer, or both?
Both.
Great. Street smart, book smart, or both?
More of street smart.
Great. Great, ma'am. Dear ma'am, you love fresh salads, fresh fruits, or fried food?
Fresh salads and fruits.
Anytime?
Anytime and every time.
Of course, when you're in a big celebration where there's a lot of goodies on the table, which one would you select first? Like, would you go with the
So
salads?
maybe I would be smart. I would take more of salad and taste single bites of small attractive things.
Oh, great, great.
Yeah.
Very nice. Great, ma'am. Dear ma'am, you love home cooked food, or you like to order from out, or both?
Mostly home cooked. Sometimes for a change, outside food is also good.
Yes, yes, dear. Ma'am, if you're given a chance to spend some time on a beach or in a forest, which one would you select?
A forest in the daytime and maybe a beach in the nighttime.
Oh, great. That's really nice. Ma'am, you like to ride a two-wheeler, or drive a four-wheeler, or love to walk?
I love to walk, but I ride a car as well when required.
Great, great. Ma'am, now this is one question. There's a little table, small table. On that there is a lovely book and as well as good music. What would you choose?
Both.
Hey, great.
Put the music and read the book. The
Great.
best combination.
Great, great, dear. Very nice. Dear ma'am, as we come to the end of this interview session, or get together session, to understand you better, we all know that there are three magical words: please, sorry, and thank you. We know that. So we request our celebrity today, Miss Mridula, to share three extra magical words such that the world would be, giving more focus on these three positive words, apart from please, sorry, and thank you.
I think it would be life is beautiful.
Wow.
So in all its forms and the way it is beautiful.
Life is beautiful, my friends. And yes, we have a beautiful guest with a beautiful mind, a beautiful heart, And she has shared her beautiful time with us. Everything is beautiful around me. When you say life is beautiful, very nice. So positive, sending out positive vibes across the globe. So dear friends, no matter which place you are or which part of the world you belong to, life is beautiful. Learn to live happily and do not have complaints and grudges. Just go ahead and create a happy you and a happy world. Dear ma'am, one last message from you before we sign off. Yes, dear?
I think live in the moment.
Great.
Something.
Yes, dear.
We should all live in the moment. And when every single moment is happy, then the overall product will be happy.
Great, great, ma'am. Ma'am, today we from the International Fab Talk Show, we thank you very much for your time, for taking out special time for us and, respecting us, such a lot by accepting our invitation. We are very happy. Thank you so much. Do stay connected and we'd love to see you on many more Fab Talk shows.
Thank you so much, Andrea. Thank you for the invite. The pleasure is mine.
And thank you, dear ma'am. Thank you so much. Stay blessed. Dear friends, we sign off now from this session and we'll be back again with yet another celebrity. We wouldn't want to leave our celebrity now. I would like to still have a session with her, continue it. But as we all know, time is important for ma'am. We wouldn't like to, take off a time away from her, like she's having other work to do. She's, having so many projects on hand. So we'd like to respect her time and of course the time of everyone. So thank you, team, and stay safe till we meet again.